this is Chessador Trip. I love Trip. They're an awesome young dog. They say, I have a weird question. Trip turned 2 in February and loves going for a walk, but really doesn't like his harness. And lately, when it's time to put his harness on, he's been running away in the house. And they were looking for advice on what to do with that.
Yeah. Oh my dog Benny does the same thing.
Yeah.
Like she's always done that. She like I think sometimes it's a game, like they're like, ooh, like let's play chase, right? Like it's a little bit of like a keep away kind of thing. Um, Also, what I did with Benny when she was like showing quite a bit of aversion to the harness was I switched her to like one of those thick, like tactile collars.
Oh, okay.
And that was like less aversive for her. Like she just didn't like the like harness on and like all the buckling, and it was quite like invasive for
Right.
her. Um, so they certainly could try different equipment and like see, especially if like Trip like already has some leash skills, maybe they could graduate off of a harness,
Mhm.
right? But maybe if you're still training, the harness is still
Yeah.
beneficial. Mm. I also like to work on a cue like outside of leashing. So like with Benny, we just say door, and it's as simple as door, toss a food, toss a treat towards the door. So
Okay.
she just into that rhythm, and then once she's at the door, she kind of just goes, okay, like I know it's time for my right. It's like the biggest challenge is just getting them to the door, because if I'm trying to say like go for a walk or whatever, she'll still try to give me chase
Oh,
like
okay.
throughout the living room. But yeah, if I can like get her to the door, then she like accepts her fate. So
Okay. Where all the equipment is like already set up, like you have the harness and leash or collar, whatever, right at the door.
totally. Yeah. And she just like knows that that's where that happens, right? So maybe working on to um like a place
Right.
or like targeting
Right.
towards the door
Yeah.
so that you have that. And then of course like use
Yeah.
treats during harnessing, collaring, whatever, just to make it a little bit less like a bummer for them if they're, a dog that doesn't like putting equipment on.
Right. And I know like Sultan has a harness right now where it's all solid to go over his head and then it clips just under his belly. But I know some dogs that's like getting the head through something is like the problem for them. So if it like clipped just under, at the chest and then under the belly, maybe that would be, less of a fear thing for that dog, right?
Yeah,
Just depends on what they have. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And like, they could always like go to the pet store and see like, if there's a different configuration or
Oh,
something
right.
like
And
that.
with their dog, like you can, well, I think they're in Canada. But I think you can still bring dogs to certain pet stores up there.
Like,
Um,
yeah.